Good morning, guys. This is Miss Dupe, and today we are going to talk about complementary and supplementary angles. For my class, this is page number 10 in your notes, and we are going to go ahead and get started. So complementary and supplementary are just really fancy names for 90 degrees and 180 degrees. And what I mean by that is complementary is angles that add up to 90 degrees, and supplementary are angles that add up to 180 degrees. So we are actually just going to do a bunch of examples so that you can see exactly what I'm talking about. So in this first example, we have this picture right here where we have 75 degrees in x and we need to solve for x, and clearly this picture looks like it is a right angle here. So this would be an example of a complementary relationship between the two angles, which means that these two angles add up to 90 degrees since it's a right angle. So the first thing we're going to do is set up an equation. I always like to start with x from here plus 75. So x plus 75 equals 90, since both these angles together make a right angle. So the next thing I'm going to do is just solve. So I'm going to subtract 75 from both sides, and I'm going to get x equals 15. Now in this case, our actual angle is 15 because the angle is x. So our x is 15 degrees and our angle equals 15 as well. So we're going to do another example here where we have a right angle again, and this time it's actually clearly labeled on here that this is a right angle. So we're going to set up our equation. I always like to start with the angle that has x in it, so we're going to have 2x minus 5 plus 35 equals 90, since this is a complementary relationship between the two angles. The first thing I'm going to do is combine my like terms. So my like terms are negative 5 and positive 35. I'm going to bring down my 2x, combine negative 5 and 35 to get a positive 30 equals 90. The next thing I'm going to do is subtract 30 from both sides. So now I have 2x equals 60. Lastly, I just need to divide by 2 on both sides, and I get x equals 30. Now while my x equals 30, my missing angle is 2x minus 5. So what we need to do is plug 30 in for x, and make sure you put parentheses around anything that you're plugging in for x, and we're going to find that answer in our calculator. So 2 parentheses 30 minus 5 equals 55. So our missing angle equals 55 degrees. So we're going to do one last example where we have a complementary relationship. As you can see, that right angle is already labeled in blue, and then we have 2 missing angles this time. So we're still going to do the same thing we did last time, which is add those 2 angles together. So 2x plus 46 plus 3x minus 6, and set them equal to 90, since this angle is a right angle. Next, we are going to combine like terms. So here we have 2 sets of like terms. We have 2x and positive 3x, which will combine to give us a 5x. And we have positive 46 and negative 6. So that would combine to give us a positive 40 equals 90. Then we will subtract 40 from both sides, and we get 5x equals 50. And then we're going to divide by 5. And that will get us x equals 10. So now we have our x, but we're still missing both of our angles. So what we need to do is take 10 and plug it in for x for both angles. So 2 parentheses 10 plus 46 and 3 parentheses 10 minus 6. And find both of those answers to get our missing angles. So our first angle I'm finding is 66 degrees after plugging this in our calculator. So our first angle is 66 degrees. And then our second angle, I'm going to put in the calculator. And that is 24 degrees. So here we have solved for our x and then both of our missing angles. So next we're going to talk about supplementary. Supplementary is when our angles add up to 180 degrees. As you see here, we have a straight line and then we have this line that is dividing the line into two parts where we have two angles, x and 118. A straight line is 180 degrees, so that's how we know this is a supplementary relationship. So we're going to do the same thing that we did for the last 3 problems that we did, except we're going to add x plus 118 and set it equal to 180. Since this is supplementary, it's a straight line. All we have to do is subtract 118 from both sides, and we get x equals 62. Now in this case, since our x was our missing angle, our x and our angle are going to be the same. So our missing angle is also 62 degrees. So we're going to do one last example. This is also a supplementary example. Since we have that straight line here, that means these two angles add up to 180 degrees. So we're going to set up our equation as 5x minus 25 plus 55, our two angles in the picture, equals 180. So first we are going to combine our like terms. Our like terms are negative 25 and positive 55. So we're gonna bring down our 5x, and after we combine negative 25 and 55 we get a positive 30. Bring down our equal sign in 180. Next we're gonna subtract 30 from both sides, and we get 5x equals 150. And then we are going to divide by 5, and we get x equals 30. So our x equals 30. However, our missing angle is 5x minus 25. So we need to take 30, plug it in for x. So we have 5 parentheses 30 minus 25. And that gets us 125 degrees. So our missing angle equals 125 degrees. So that is it for complementary and supplementary. I hope this is helpful for your assignment, and I will see you guys later. Bye.